we were going to talk about Periscope Summit versus Affiliate Marketing Summit. You do Periscope
Okay.
Summit if you had an opportunity to go to Periscope Summit, which is what?
I'm going to switch out real quick to the other side, but I'm coming right back.
Okay.
It's happening on. There's a summit happening on Scope.
It's I think it's going to be streaming live. It's in San Francisco. I think 13th or 14th. So we were debating whether or not we should go to Periscope Summit or Affiliate Marketing Summit or both.
Oh, okay.
Are you familiar with the summit that's going on though?
Nope. I just heard about it from you. That's as much as I know. But I'm just logging onto my Scope to check out what's happening.
You might want to follow Ryan Bell, Leyland Sawyer. I know she's going to be there, and he's one of the people we work with, and who else?
Is that my machine or is it yours?
I think it might be yours. What happened?
Hi, Monty.
Hey.
Are you logging onto Scope using your machine?
Which?
Using your computer to Periscope.
You can't. I don't think. Unless you
Can you hear me?
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't sure if you were talking to us or.
Oh yeah, I was talking to you. Sorry. Are you logging on to Periscope using your computer?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, we use a phone usually. Periscope. You Periscope from your computer?
No,
I can't. I thought because I saw you logging off, I thought maybe you were doing that.
No,
yeah, there's a summit that's taking place. Yeah.
I was switching my machines.
Cool. All right,
so
cool.
Now it shows me on the West Coast, and it shows Andrea in Chicago.
It's showing me on the West Coast.
No, I think it's showing you in Africa.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah. It's coming out properly. And then there's a little like purple dot. What's that?
Those are the people that were here at one point.
So those are people that were here.
Right.
Okay, cool.
Are here, and the purple, I think, were here. In some cases, there's people that are there, but they're not in this section. So like we're in the actual seats. It changed.
Okay.
Like it used to be call in. It used to be. Now it's open seat again.
Oh, they just doing
okay.
all kind of stuff in the background.
Right.
Interesting.
So Nelson was talking about.
All right. So I'm guessing there's quite a lot that I'm still yet to learn. Today I learned about this Q thingy, typing a question in chat.
Yeah.
I wonder what it sounds like.
Oh, can you make it snow?
What?
Can you make it snow? Andrea?
Sorry.
No.
You can make it snow.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm making it snow.
Oh wow.
It's pretty cool.
How'd you do that? Are there like instructions or somewhere that I can use to like? Oh, okay. I think there's something here. Shrug, table flip, light mode, dark mode. Can change the topic. Shrug. Okay. What does shrug do?
That's what it does.
That's all it does.
What just happened?
It sends you.
See that?
It's at the bottom to the right. Like I don't know.
All right, let me try it again. Shrug.
I'm not what the table flip means.
I didn't see anything.
It's at the bottom right. So where you type the shrug in, it now shows up right below your name.
Okay. But I can't seem to see anything on my comments.
So do you see?
Try shrugging. Let's see.
Okay, let me do the shrug.
Oh, you just
shrug.
You know. Okay. No, I see. I think I see where the problem is. Okay. You know what? I had clicked on this mentions item, so all the comments were blank, and I was trying to figure out. Okay.
Now, how did you do the how in the box? Like that's one of the things I do want to do. Like, do you know how to do it, Andrea?
It's a / question.
Yeah, you do. You write a / and then Q, and then you type whatever you want to type there.
Yes, it did. Answer that.
Yeah, you see?
Pretty cool. So when we're doing a job fair on the 19th on Blab, and
Okay.
I have people that are able to do this thing, and it shows up there. So it'd be kind of cool.
Okay. So you said you're in app development. Are you like a programmer, developer, something like that?
Yes.
Okay. Which languages do you usually use? Do you still do the languages thing?
Swift. Swift is kind of the best one to work with. I like old school HTML. That's something
Okay.
I'm comfortable with. Java I can play around with, but Swift is
Okay.
it's really saying Objective C in a
Uh-huh.
Apple version. So, but Swift is it.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I think that's one thing that I really didn't get to do that much of. I did a little computer science. We used to call it computer science when we did it in A level. I don't know what grade that is. I think it must be grade 12 or something. Do you have a grade 12 or something like that?
We do.
Yeah. Well, basically, we're learning the basics of computers, and we worked with Pascal,
Mm,
and yeah, so that was pretty basic. Then we're using floppy disks,
yeah.
and I wrote a program that never worked, and I just barely got by with a pass. And ever since then, I just said, you know what, I won't worry about this whole software thing. I'll just enjoy using this stuff. But then with life, you get so busy. Sometimes you don't have time to really get to explore some of these things, except playing with one or two apps like you guys are developing, like Blab and stuff like that. So that's basically what I do now.
Awesome. What's the company, or like you said it has 9 million customers?
Guess what kind of company do you think can have 9 million customers in a country that is 18 million people?
Utility. I would think some kind of utility, or
Yeah. That's
Oh, okay.
pretty close. That's
Uh,
pretty close. But that's not it though.
um, 9 million. You said 18 million people is in the country.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
9 million. Not utility. Uh, internet? No, it can't be.
That's close actually. Getting closer.
Is it a call center?
Well, definitely a call center, but the question becomes what kind of call center? Because that's basically
No. It's not a call center.
half the country is using the product, so that's a pretty huge adoption. Outside of it being like Microsoft, it would be.
What else? Okay, just imagine, what do you use every day, like every single day, like every other 5 minutes you're
Cell
using it every other cell phone, exactly.
uh,
Telecoms.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So telecoms is a pretty big deal this side as well. This side you've got people with 2, 3 mobile phones and stuff like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
And we've got prepaid functions this side. So yeah.
pretty cool. It reminds me of. I told you about the company that I worked with. Not work with the client that we have.
Uh-huh.
Um, he spoke Russian or speaks Russian. He speaks Russian.
Okay.
Other languages, but what he did back in the day was he would launch satellites up, and he was actually working with Africa, or a country in Africa, to actually do satellites. He ended up working
what?
to throw satellites up. Basically, he was helping.
Oh, okay.
Stuff.
Like Elsa's those VSAT thingies.
Yes.
Okay. Uh-huh.
He ended up selling the company to something Docomo or somebody. He sold it to somebody in Silicon Valley. No, Datum. Say again.
The Docomo?
No, it wasn't Docomo. It was somebody else with a D. It was one of those
Okay.
companies. He sold it to for like $65 million.
Okay.
But back in the day, he was actually doing it in. I want to say it might have been Nigeria, where he was doing it.
Okay. No, Nigeria is actually, if you're going to do business in Africa, Nigeria is a good place to be doing business because it's one of the biggest economies in Africa,
Mm,
if not the biggest. Yeah,
wow.
Oh, and you're
so
in
it's a pretty good
Zimbabwe.
place to be doing business. Yeah.
What'd you say, Andrea? I kind of heard you, but I didn't hear you.
No, I was just
Sorry?
trying to remember where Nelson went. I said he's in Zimbabwe, and
Zimbabwe. Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Yeah, Zimbabwe. Yeah, yeah. It's a pretty small country, but in terms of strategic positioning, in terms of Southern Africa, it's in a pretty good place because it's like in the sort of like in the heart of Southern Africa. So it's
Mm.
connected to something like 5 or 6 other countries, which makes it pretty good as a sort of like as a central trading point for all the other guys. But then,
How,
of course, there's the disadvantage of not having a port.
right. How, and this might be me being naive. How far from South Africa is Zimbabwe? Or is Zimbabwe connected with South Africa?
It's actually connected. We're actually bordered with South Africa.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, we're actually bordered with South Africa, so which is pretty cool. Because you can do a lot of trading with SA, and yeah, it's pretty cool. But SA is about 3 times the size of Zimbabwe,
SA?
South Africa.
Oh, okay.
South Africa, yeah, it's just a short term that you use this side.
When you said, I was like South Africa. You said SA. I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's like the same way you say Los Angeles, LA, just
Right. I
shortening, make life so much easier.
SA. Good to know.
Yeah.
What time is it
Okay.
there?
It's like 30 minutes to 5, so I'm just about to knock off and get on the road to home. Sorry, let me just respond to this message. Sorry about that.
No problem. Very interesting.
what is?
Just even the fact that he's in South Africa. Or let me back up. That he's bordering on South Africa in Zimbabwe. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Because of the economic depression, Zimbabweans now travel quite a lot, hey? So previously it was just Zimbabweans just staying in Zimbabwe, not moving around a lot, but now you've got people going to South Africa every other weekend, going to Mozambique, going to Zambia, going to Botswana. Those are the neighboring countries. So people travel to Dubai, China, and whatnot. It's not surprising. You just meet somebody. Oh, okay, I'll be in China over the weekend. Oh, okay, cool. Can you bring this back for me and stuff like that? Now it's everyday kind of thingy. But
Wow.
previously, some 10 years back, it was like. It was sort of like unheard of. People weren't so much into moving around,
Wow.
but now people move around quite a lot. It's like common. Like my wife's siblings, there are 3 of them in the family. The younger brother is in China. The younger sister is in Dubai, and she's here.
Wow.
So it's like common. Yeah,
That's.
people are used to it.
Have you ever traveled to the States?
Yeah. I was in New York, Manhattan, Jersey. Yeah, I didn't move around quite a lot because I was there for like a week or so, so I didn't get that much time to go everywhere. Yeah, I wanted to go to Liberty Island, but then the queues were terrible. I didn't have
Wow.
that much time, and I just wanted to make sure that I use as much time as I have, just seeing as much as I possibly could. So I just came back with that.
That's good. That's good. We got to come to Zimbabwe. I think it sounds amazing.
You should, eh? It's home to one of the 7 wonders of the world, the Victoria Falls. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Yes. What makes it a wonder? Like, what makes it so extraordinary?
It's the biggest natural waterfall in the world.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's like huge. It's huge. You should Google it. Victoria Falls. They call it the smoke that thunders.
The
Yeah.
smoke.
The smoke that thunders. That's the local name, which is Mosiatunya.
Can you say it again? Mosyatina?
Yeah, so it's a pretty nice place. It's very peaceful. Um, I think it's one of the most peaceful countries that I've ever been to. You can walk around safely without any worries or any care, literally almost any hour of the day. So which is pretty cool.
Oh, it's
Awesome.
Yeah, it's almost as I think it's about just as peaceful as if it was as developed in terms of the roads and stuff, infrastructure is Paris. I think yeah, it's if you've ever been to Paris, have you been to Paris?
I have not. Family has,
You
but I haven't.
you
Gotta
should,
go.
hey?
Mhm.
Yeah, as you can see, Zimbabweans travel a lot, and
I see.
yeah, it's pretty nice. It's the only difference there is that there's so much technology in Paris, and the infrastructure is very well built. This side we've got the infrastructure, yes, but it could do with a bit of some maintenance here and there. If you, yeah, it's sort of like a cross between the country and town.
it's beautiful. I love the water.
Yeah, me too.
Not necessarily stepping in the actual
Yeah,
water, but
Lian. Oh, that's you. No, I thought it was another person that was just joining in. So I was just reading the comments and stuff.
Most
oh, that's the first time someone ever said
So
Leanne.
tell me, how long does it usually take you to develop a mobile app?
so 30 days is the typical time frame. Within that
Three
scope, we're
days.
looking 30.
Mm,
Well, 2
30,
weeks.
30. Oh,
Yes.
okay.
2 weeks you can get the basics, but 30 days is really saying within the scope of actually getting it done. And then over the course of getting it done, getting it to the point where it's really refined is over a 3 month period. So it's saying iterative changes to say, let's improve it, let's enhance it, let's modify it, and then have it actually be published so that you can actually have it out there and others can actually download and engage it within iTunes and your Google
Okay.
Play.
Oh, okay, okay. So, what kind of what level of support do you usually provide after delivering one of your applications in after
That's a
sales support?
That's a great question. So it really depends on the person's engagement. So in some cases, we're working with people to be more intimately involved, i.e., we're almost their back end developers. In other cases, we can just make it a standalone. They can have it and turn it over to their own departments to be managed. Most people actually want to get apps.
Okay,
They want to have it be, I guess the best way to put it is they want to have someone help them to get something they can monetize or help someone to get something they can actually go raise capital on. Because a lot of people get an
okay.
app, hey, let's raise money so that we can actually advance it. So we help them to get a prototype that they can actually go out there and advance.
Oh, okay, okay. All right. Which is pretty smart. How long have you been doing it?
There's two answers to that. I want to say it's been 2 years, going on 2 years,
Okay.
but I've been in the industry since 1999, or actually 98.
99,
Yep.
1998. Oh, okay. So that's like how long? That's
It's like
20 something years?
going on 20 years. So 98, 18 years. So
18 years. Oh, okay.
first started with a startup in 1998 doing HTML coding.
Oh, okay. All right. So that's nice.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's quite the most relevant industry these days. I think I don't know in terms of uptake. Okay, am I on my own here?
No, we're here. we're paying attention.
Cool.
Well, you can continue.
I thought you were about to say something. We were literally.
Okay.
Can you hear us? Maybe you can't hear us.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us? Oh, that's probably the issue.
Sometimes it's sci-fi.
Yeah.
I can't hear anything. I can't see anybody.
Oh,
Oh, history.
I guess I'll have to say.
Mm.
I think it's interesting that we can both share each other.
Right. It's very interesting how that happens periodically. Like, and that's usually me.
Well, app development is effective, cost effective in India. Are you in that? I have a probably right.
Yes, I believe. PhD student, blogger, inbound marketer. I love that content. Gonna follow you with that. Hopefully, you'll follow us as well.
And I went to Twitter and I followed you on Twitter.
Awesome. Sometimes, Nelson, it happens here, and that usually is one of those things where it like freezes up, and
Okay.
it depends on this machine.
Oh, okay. At first I lost Andrea and I just thought maybe it was her thing. Then I saw yours gone as well. Then I figured, okay, this must be something wrong here.
The funny part is the whole time nothing happened with your screen. Like we could see you the whole time.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I guess apps are weird like that sometimes.
Yes. Well, let me ask you this. So in this case, what's happening is it's almost like a URL extension, or it's a website in general. Even though they do have an app, their app isn't all that great unless you have like a super updated phone or device.
Okay. Yeah, all right, which is cool. But anyway, I'm just about to log off. Hey, just need to go and rush and do some errands. But it's been nice chatting with all you guys. I followed you also. Yeah, I'll be in touch and looking forward to hearing more about your industry and how you do things and stuff. Yeah, I'm sure we've got a lot to learn. Like like I said, in Zimbabwe, we're only in terms of mobile internet. We've only been here we've only been online for like 5 years. So yeah, we can. Yeah. So we've got a lot to learn from you guys, and yeah, hope
Awesome.
it'll be fun. I look forward to that, eh?
It will be a pleasure. Thank you for
All right.
joining. Look forward to seeing you
Andrea,
soon.
Monty. Cheers. Bye.
Cheers. I think it's pretty cool. I really do enjoy meeting new people and connect with new people, and it's a pretty cool platform.
I think what's interesting about okay, I'm just gonna get nerdy and whatnot. Zimbabwe is just like 5 years into mobile app development,
Right.
And
that's mind blowing. I can't even say it.
He was saying that he feels like they're sort of behind and there's a gap, and anytime there's a gap, that makes me excited.
Yes.
So a lot of my friends have been going to Africa lately, like a lot of them.
So another Bill story. I told you about this. Dexter and I, after we had Cookie with Bill, we
oh, it's a Monty Henry.
Cool. So Bill and I were going to we were finishing cookies, and we were just having a conversation. It's like, hey, I'm going to Africa for an event. You and Dexter should come. And
wait, tell everyone who Bill, like in general, who Bill is.
Okay, so
in general,
Bill is I don't know. It's hard to say. Bill's a really smart guy. He's a smart guy who is an internet guru, like a Silicon Valley internet guru. So like people who we're going to discuss the Affiliate Marketing Summit, and we're going to discuss the Periscope Summit. And
thank you.
So, but Bill is a guy who is in Silicon Valley, and he's a brilliant guy who has he's had the ability to drive 1 million people to his websites per month, just by focusing his efforts and diligently making things happen. So it's not 1 million people to one website. He's had like 12 different websites he's been able to drive 1 million people to based on his own efforts. He's done affiliate marketing. He's gone to a lot of these summits and activities and events. And Bill's a guy who would tell me, don't go to the summits. Don't go to any of this crap. Make sure they pay you to go to these things. And that's the type of stuff he says. But Bill actually has done that. He's gone to the summits. He's been paid. He's a paid speaker. So now he goes to places like Google and Shanghai and Tokyo and talks to people about what he does in terms of driving traffic, in terms of managing the process, in terms of having prepared presentations effectively. But anyway, so we're talking to Bill about the idea of doing some stuff in Africa. And it was like he was going to actually do some training and teaching in Africa. And he wanted Dexter and I to come down with him to do that. So does he have an actual product? Yes. Bill's product, and part of what we're actually going to be doing with Bill is we're going to be bringing him to San Francisco to teach people about what he does and how he does it. Not just Bill, though. We're going to be bringing Bill. We're going to be bringing some people that help people that want to do startups and build corporate capital and the ability to say, okay, you have a startup, you have no money, or let's say you have some basic funds, because you want to make sure you apply those funds properly. Well, this company will help you to actually get your DUNS number to build corporate credit, not personal credit, but corporate credit, which allows you to get up to $50,000 in corporate capital to really effectively structure your startup the proper way. And at the same time, you'll be able to then potentially raise actual capital. The company helps people to raise $3 to $5 million in actual capital for their startups. So that's what we're bringing to the table. Bill's process is, how do you make sure that you actually make money? Beyond the idea of just, all the smoke and mirrors, this is how you actually make money with your business. So that's what he does.
What's the product? The product is Bill is a teacher. It's basically what he'll teach you in terms about the internet and how to get that influencer market, or how to do influencer marketing.
Yes.
And he's great at it. He's great at it.
Yes, he's the best. Like literally, he's so good that literally Google asked him to come speak to them. Literally, he went to LinkedIn and they asked him to speak to them. All these companies come to Bill and say, hey, Bill, teach us what you do and how you do what you do. Because he started off not being, worldwide famous, but now he has like 94 million. I think it's probably like 100 million people that actually know who he is. Right. Everybody's a teacher. And everybody has an expertise in something. And that's the whole thing. It's like you're an expert at something that allows you to be special, unique, amazing. And it's tapping into that amazingness about yourself. Oh, Bill Blue. Look him up. He's an amazing guy. His stuff doesn't look awesome when you first meet him. You're like, who is this guy? But then you find out, like, wow, he's done this, he's done that. Like, Bill speaks. I don't know how many languages Bill speaks. Like, the other guy I know speaks Russian. We talked about she probably wasn't here. I talked about the guy who, a friend of mine, a client of ours, he was doing this event at Howard University in Washington, D.C., and I was bringing some people together to have a conversation. And I brought this client of mine who speaks Russian. He actually threw satellites up in Russia. He threw satellites up in Nigeria and was doing business with telecom and all that kind of stuff. And he sold his company for like $65 million to, I forget the name of the company in Silicon Valley, but he sold his company for that. So I go upstairs to have a conversation about what I was doing. We'll talk about that in a second. He threw the satellites up. And long story short, we were at Howard University having a conversation. They were talking in Russian at Howard University. I'm like, I didn't know Bill could speak Russian. But I know he speaks Russian, Chinese, and Japanese fluently. But I don't know what else he speaks.
To say at least he's a brilliant
guy. Like PhD level brilliant. I mean, the stuff he's done as reality is just like, that's insane.
Has he ever sold it? Yes, his product.
He was the number 5 selling product salesman in the country of Japan when he was in Japan. So, like, imagine the entire country. Number 5. Period. So
he can. I think what Monty, ironically, I think what Monty's at is what is Bill's actual product, and when I say the teacher and Monty says he's a guru, that's the product. Right.
It's really, his product has been teaching. A lot of times it's been, let me teach you how to do this, and let me teach you how to do this exact step. Or one of the things he actually taught people was, let me teach you how to, in some cases, like, let me teach Japanese people to speak English, let me teach English people to speak Japanese. But he's had a lot of products that are really focused around education and learning and the environment of, let me teach you how to get 1 million people to come to your website. He was teaching that in Vegas, when I met him, and it was a packed room of over 1,000 people that were just, literally sitting in the rafters. I was in the rafters, and Hey Loud Radio. It was I was in the rafters waiting to meet with Bill, and there was a line of like 100 people to meet with Bill after he had his presentation, and we stayed in touch ever since that presentation as he traveled around the world, from Europe to Asia to Africa to back to the States. We literally bumped into Bill back in San Francisco, and he was like, "I'm here for a couple days. It just came from was it coming from Europe, going to China, or coming from China?"
Going to China. He's going back.
He was doing something. Long story short, we bumped into him there, and that's when we said, "Hey, let's come back." Because Bill actually was like, "Hey, man, I just made $70,000 in one day, and here's how I did it." And we're like, "Okay, we want you to teach people how to do the same thing."
Our mouths sort of fell when he said,
"Right."
Yeah, it was just one day.
Right. Yeah.
Really? No big deal. It's the show to show. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, so our topic, Bill is amazing.
Yes.
And Monty's like, yeah. Well, we get like that. We are not the most, what is it called? Netflix and blab, chill, whatever, drink beer type blab. We're kind of semi-boring, but very nerdy.
Exactly.
And yeah. So Periscope Summit versus Affiliate Marketing Summit. First question: has anyone ever been to either one of those? Before we start.
Somewhat of a trick. Okay.
No. So we've been debating which one we should go to, if we should go to one or both. Periscope Summit, obviously, it's going to be the second.
Yeah, it's the second Periscope Summit they've actually done. And so what's interesting to me is we actually knew the guy who was helping to put the Periscope Summit on to begin with. And one of our partners actually went to Periscope Summit in New York, which was kind of cool. I thought about going to it. I just didn't go. This one is going to be in San Francisco. The only reason I go is not because it's Periscope Summit, but because it's in San Francisco. And, the second home, third home maybe. But Periscope Summit is going to be interesting because there's a lot of people that are networked to go there, and they're looking to do their own networking thing. The Periscope Summit in New York had issues with their Wi-Fi because everybody was trying to Periscope at the same time. So I believe in San Fran they'll have a lot better opportunity to have effective networking because the Wi-Fi should work depending on where it's actually going to be. But it's going to be ultimately a very segmented, fragmented summit that'll have a lot of people that are in almost having their own little mini Periscope summits in Periscope Summit. Affiliate Marketing Summit is sort of the exact opposite. It's going to be in Vegas. It is started by some people whose principal purpose is how the heck can I make money online? They've done this for like 7 or 8 years, and they've been doing it successfully for 7 or 8 years. It sold out successfully for 7 or 8 years. They do it twice a year, once in the August time frame on the East Coast and once in Vegas on the West Coast. And the people that do it, they're amazing. And it's less about the summit. It's more about understanding how some of the people that are affiliate marketers and people that are actually trying to find a way to make money online position their products, as well as networking with the people that actually make the conference. The conference itself is probably one of the most spectacular conferences out there because its simple focus is how do I make money online? Like a lot of people that go to Periscope Summit, if they just want to find out how to talk, you're talking on a phone to yourself and maybe reading a few comments. Whereas Periscope Summit is you're talking to other people who talk to themselves on the phone and maybe trying to, figure out how to make money. Affiliate Marketing Summit is let's find out how to make money, period. So it really depends on whether you want to figure out how to better talk to yourself on the phone or how to better make money.
I like the technical aspect of Affiliate Marketing Summit only because Periscope, I love Periscope and I use it like maybe once a day. And I met a lot of amazing people there, from there. I just like the idea of Affiliate Marketing Summit being something that's sort of actionable, where you go there, you meet people wanting to make money, sharing their strategies of actually making money, and then learning more about the things that are up and coming for the next year. So I think that's immensely valuable. Periscope Summit, it's about community and also extremely valuable. So there's a trade-off. Maybe we have to go, one of us.
Yeah, that's the thing. The real debate is like, going to, they're not too far from each other. Like San Fran and Vegas are probably like 500-600 miles apart, maybe. So it's a short flight from one to the other. Or just like you said, maybe one of us goes to one conference, the other goes to the other conference. Who's to say? Any excuse to go to Vegas is always a good one to me.
Yeah, okay. I want to go to Vegas too. Okay, so you see, clearly this is our dilemma. Anyone interested in going? Any opinions, perhaps?
Thoughts, opinion?
Never mind. Do it all. Okay. Anyway, you know why we are actually going to throw our first lean mastermind getaway in San Francisco at the end of the month, right before Super Bowl 50, which is now, right?
Yes, exactly.
And we'll be in San Francisco. So if you decide you want to go to Periscope Summit and then wait 2 weeks and come to our mastermind getaway, please do that. In the meantime, we'll decide whether we're going to either one of them.
Right.
Which Bill will probably say, just don't go and do the work, right?
The bill will be at ours. He'll be at ours. So that's one of the Bill, along with some other people, like Leyland Sawyer, will be at ours. She's a physical fitness model and health instructor and all those kinds of cool things. So it'll be a really, really cool summit, or a really, really cool mini conference, more of a mastermind getaway where people will actually have access to spas and spa treatment and good food and all that kind of stuff. Like, the interesting thing about both these other summits, you don't get food. Like, you just go there and you pay for the summit. You don't get a hotel room. You don't get food or any other stuff. The stuff that we're talking about, you actually get food, you get a hotel room, and other cool things associated with it.
Very sort of business getaway, mastermind getaway. And that's our thing. So when we decide where we're going, we'll tell you.
Tell you and stop.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying. We'll share to the community what we do, what we're doing, when we're doing it, and all those good things.
Interesting, because we kind of come on here all the time unscripted. We just have zero script right now.
Yeah. So the plan for 16. We're planning 2017 too. 2016 is here. So the plan for 2016 is to have much more scripts, and we'll be interviewing some people that are CEOs, executives, people that have startups and what have you.
We have a few people lined up, and next year is going to be incredible.
Very.
And it's Evan. Evan, grateful always to see your face.
Always.
Mm-hmm. So I think we're going to shut it down because it's 1:14 in the morning.
Yes, we're doing some rest. So it's awesome always to see you. Good to see you, Evan, also.
Bye, Evan.
Bye.